for the rest of the program. We've got a caller that's stepping in wanting to know if maybe you may be able to help him with his case. His name is Jack, joining us on line one. Jack, can you hear us?
Yes.
Jack, what is the situation that you're under in which you're trying to find an attorney?
My problem is that I had rented a home that the realtor rented out, which the person should have never rented because he did not inspect the home first. The home was infected with mold, and most of it was in black mold. I am a Vietnam veteran with Agent Orange, and I've been infected. But I've been trying to locate an attorney to represent me. I'm having problems on that part.
Kenneth, is this something that you would handle, your office?
Well, the only type of housing cases we would take would be if the tenant is faced with an eviction. So if the person had gotten an eviction notice from the landlord or a notice of termination of the lease, then we, because of our grant requirements, those are the grant requirements for us assisting people with housing cases. But in general, I can give some general advice about that situation.
Go ahead.
Of course, it also, my advice also would depend on whether or not the person is renting from a corporation or is renting from an individual that maybe perhaps owns more than 10 units, because there are different laws that applies to a person in that situation. And that's if the owner owns more, if the other landlord owns more than 10 units, then of course he or she is required to give the tenant, prospective tenant, a list when they move in of any damages that they believe.